Okay, so a little price update post Bitcoin crash. Very interesting market movements as you have recession scares and different things occurring around the world. Very low in the RSI channel as well as bearish cross. And so on the macro, I expect a little more downside. Having reached here, I still expect this. I used to think this would come up and cross and then have a double top. But it looks like we have more downside on the weekly and then potentially carrying up. So sideways for a couple months and then carrying up through the end of the year. I mostly trade on the short term. On the daily, we look very oversold. And so we can look at the bottoming out of the RSI channel, maybe a bounce around like here. But I do expect the bottom of this movement to be almost bottom, right? So I do expect $43,000 to $47,000 Bitcoin going at or a little bit below the cost of mining. And I expect that this week. So I expect this selling pressure to fill in and curve up. And we could start to see that story playing out on shorter time frames here. So again, more movement to the downside as indicated by the RSI channel. But we have the most selling pressure we've had this entire cycle, really for several years. That's the steepest downtrend. And so it really sets it up for a big reversal once this curves over and crosses. And that story plays out on nearly every time frame. So we're hunting for a bottom. I don't expect that to be a true bottom, so that's a bullish cross, but I expect it to recross, bottom out again. So once again, we're at, as we speak, 50,000, but I expect it 43, from 43 to 47. Alright, that is the price of Bitcoin update for 8/5/2024. It's the Diamond Now Go as far as the 30-minute goes. And daily we might have a grinding uptrend. This might be pushed lower. Looks like we already did wick down to 49. Again, we show a short-term downtrend, so maybe more filling out of buying pressure and one final washout leg down. And slow grind up. Once the trend starts to pop, it could be a really violent move up. Because when you look at these channels, expect to see a mirror overshoot. So, like this, and then mirror overshoot of the RSI. What seems to be a good buying opportunity if you're short-term trading, bigger time frames in mind. Yeah, even on the longer time frame. So should this drag out, it's supposed to immediately reverse. We either double top this year or top next year, like this. So the mirror pattern could be really this. But I'm not selling unless we're above 130,000. Fear and Greed Index at 26, so yeah, historically good time to buy. And if this does reverse and then rapid bullish cross, expect to top this year, I would say. And that could line up with traditional rate cut market cycles, like as soon as they start to cut rates, you're at about 2 months of upside before a longer recession. So again, end of this year, quarter one this year for that second pump, or the end of next year after quantitative easing gets activated and everybody collapses, or we can export the inflation once everything deflates. So we'll see, and play it as it is. I'm mostly scalp trading, so my trading portfolio isn't affected by this, and I'm looking for a local